Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Dear students of standard 9th, in the last lecture we had a discussion on animal tissue, and now today we'll start with the types of plant tissue. So let us start with meristematic tissue, which is a type of plant tissue. As meristematic tissue is present in specific parts of a plant, growth occurs in those parts only. Cells of meristematic tissue contain thick cytoplasm, a conspicuous nucleus, and a thin cell wall, and are completely packed together and are compactly packed together. Vacuoles are usually absent in these cells. These cells are highly active. To bring about plant growth is the main function of meristematic tissue. According to the location, meristematic tissue is of three types as given below. So particularly meristematic tissues are present in those parts of plant where growth occurs, or that part of the plant which grows continuously. So these cells are present over there. Cells of these tissues are present over there, and according to the location, this meristematic tissue is of three types. Let us see. The first one is apical meristem. It is present at the tip of the root and stem. Okay, see this location. Then there is a position called intercalary, and the meristem is called as intercalary. So these are present at the base of petiole of leaves and branches. Okay, at the base of petiole and leaves and branches, this is the position. And then we have lateral meristem. Okay, the lateral means the side one, and these are present at lateral sides of roots and stems. What are the functions? Apical meristem, they increases the length of root and stem. Intercalary meristem, they increases the growth of branches, the formation of leaves and flowers. And lateral meristem, they increases girth or the diameter of root and stem. Okay, this is how different meristematic tissues and the locations and the functions. Now the next one is permanent tissue. So after that growth is complete, new cells formed by division of meristematic tissue lose their ability to divide and start to form a specific function at a specific place. Thus, they permanently acquire a specific structure, shape, and location and perform a specific function. Okay, so this is what meristematic tissue does. When they leave or when they lose their ability to divide, they perform a specific function. So this is called differentiation, and permanent tissues are formed from these differentiated cells. So there are two types of permanent tissue called as simple permanent and complex permanent tissue. So further permanent tissues are divided as simple and complex. Now let us see one by one. What are simple permanent tissues? So these are made up of only one type of cells, and according to function they are also divided. They are of the following different types. Okay, so let us see types of simple permanent tissue. So here, as you can see here in the figure, parenchyma, collenchyma, sclerenchyma. Okay, these are the different types of simple permanent tissue. You can see how they looks like in the figure. About parenchyma, there exist intercellular spaces. Okay, And the structure of cells is like they are living cells with thin cell wall and intercellular spaces. The location, all parts like roots, stem, leaves, flowers and seeds. And if we talk about Sclerenchyma, the figure is, you have to see the vacuoles are present and the cell wall is quite thick as compared to parenchyma. They have elongated living cells with thickened cell wall and at corners due to cellulose and pectine. The location is at the base of leaf, petiole, branches and stem. And then we see about Sclerenchyma, the simple peat pair, the lumen cavity, dead and fibrous cells with tapering ends, cell wall contain lignin. They present over stem, veins of leaves, hard coats of seed, outer covering of coconut. Okay, so this is how the simple permanent tissues are divided. And then when their function, if we talk about parenchyma, the function is to support, store food and they fill vacant spaces. Okay, then if we talk about Sclerenchyma, the function is support and flexibility at various parts. Then Sclerenchyma, they give strength and rigidity to parts of the plants. Parenchyma is further divided as Sclerenchyma, Arenchyma. So Sclerenchyma, the leaves and they perform photosynthesis. Arenchyma, they helps aquatic plants. Arenchyma, they found in aquatic plants in order to be, having the capability to hold air as these plants grow in water body. So the leaves and stem to float. They help leaves and stems to float. So these are different simple permanent tissue. Now let us talk about types of complex permanent tissue. So basically these are of two types, xylem and phloem, which we have already discussed in chapter number 15. How transportation of water and food take place in plant. So in that part we had discussion about xylem and phloem. So let us discuss once again over here. So in the figure, as you can see, there are tracheids, there are vessels element in xylem. Okay, and you can see the cavity, how thick cavity they have, or the broad one. The phloem are the minute one. Okay, they have the sieve tubes, the companion cell which help food material to transfer from one part of the body of plant body to another. So characteristic is of xylem, they consist of thick wall dead cells. Phloem, they consist of cytoplasm containing living cells. Okay, and the type of cells in xylem, tracheids, vessels in xylem, fibers, dead cells. Xylem parenchyma, the living cells. Sieve tubes, companion cells. Phloem parenchyma, living cells. Phloem fibers, these all are the types of cells. The function of xylem, structure like interconnected tubes conduct water and minerals only in upward direction. Of phloem, the tubes joined to each other conduct sugar and amino acids from leaves to various parts in upward and downward direction. So these are the functions of xylem and phloem, very important part. Now up till here we had a discussion on types of plant cell. Now this is a topic related to tissue culture, a part of biotechnology. So inshallah next time we'll discuss about it. Okay, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.